Joe Biden is now considering the vaccine mandate for not only companies with 100 or more employees, but instead for all companies. I heard this on a couple of different podcasts and different radio shows in the past 1 to 2 days. Them talking about that was coming. Well, I just found the information that basically clarifies everything. Reading this from a Fox Business article says that basically they're now looking for comments, or let me read this specifically what it says. It says that OSHA says it is seeking comment about whether businesses with fewer than 100 employees should be subject to the COVID-19 vaccine and testing mandate that it is implementing on big businesses. So we already know that the mandate deadline is January 4th for businesses with 100 or more employees. They're already, and it immediately, whenever they came out with the news with the deadline, multiple states, I think it's 12 now, 12 or more states are suing the federal government. Tons of mid-sized companies are coming out and suing the federal government. And I can't say this for certain. I haven't actually researched this, but I have not heard of any major corporations filing any lawsuits. Now, I wonder why that is. I wonder how come mid-sized companies are coming out and stating this is not right, we're going to sue you. But the large corporations that tend to be owned by some of your very large financial investment firms like BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, I haven't really heard that much pushback. Anything in the public anyway. You don't see anything in the news that major corporations are pushing back against the vaccine. Okay, so we already know that there is a lot of pushback. We know that there's going to be a lot of people across the country that do not want to get the vaccine. And a lot of these people may very well end up having to lose their job because of this. Well, and we can see that everything moves in steps. So right now, if I've read everything correctly, this whole mandate is basically that you either have to get vaccinated or be tested like every week or either twice a week. But I can guarantee you that it will eventually move to where you just have to be vaccinated. You have to produce basically verification of vaccination. Well, people may say, well, they're just contemplating this extending the mandate to smaller employers. However, if you look at it this way, just a few months ago, there's a lot of rumors about, they're gonna push it where all the employers must vaccinate everybody. Like you have to be vaccinated in order to work. And a lot of people talked and said, no, that's hearsay. That's not official. Well, now it is. They talked about it and then they did it. So now they're quote unquote talking about doing it for all businesses. So I can guarantee you that 1, 2, maybe 3 months from now, they're going to push the rest of it. And I want you to really, really think about this. People, this has got to be where we draw the line in the sand. We've already went past so many things that we thought we would never see happen in America. And everything's happening so fast. So now, if we allow them, if people do not stand up, I mean, really stand up, the political pressure needs to be higher than it's ever been before. When you think about how a small company with one person, maybe 2 people, 10 people, whatever, a small company that just, somebody that mows grass on the side, have a car detailing service, if they suddenly have to pay, it don't matter if it's $70,000 or $700,000. I can go ahead and tell you that somebody that's just working the business on their own, they're not going to have the money. They're not going to be able to pay a fine of that much money. And another thing is what's going to be the stipulation for, like, do you get fined for every day that you're not vaccinated, or every month, every week, or how's that going to go? If you get fined multiple times, like even if it's weekly, if every week you go that you're not vaccinated, if that's another fine from OSHA, then you can just go ahead and give it up. They will bankrupt every small business in this country in one fell swoop. And I cannot help but think that that is exactly what they are wanting to do. I go back to my statement that it is odd that we have not heard. There may be some large corporations pushing back, but I have not seen anything about it in the media. It is just strange that we're not hearing any major corporations push back, but we're hearing all of the small and mid-sized companies. They're the ones that are pushing back against this. But I can't help but just think that this is part of some big plan for some reason or another, that they are wanting to basically purge out all small business. I guess that'll leave us with a handful of large corporations that can then be easily controlled by the federal government.